Okay, DIY Dad coming at you live from my daughter's bathroom today, showing you how to fix a leaky sink. We've got a gasket that's gone bad in a sink. I'll show you up there. It has been leaking for a while. We just caught it. As you can see, that's not good. So we'll bleach spray that a bit, and we're going to change out this faucet. This little guy right here is basically the best little purchase I've made in a long time. It's so handy. But I'm going to show you the necessary tools to change out a vanity sink. All vanity sinks are pretty much the same. You're going to need a couple supply lines. I'm replacing mine because they're corroded down there. That you can see, you don't always have to do that. But they all fit on basically the same way. You're going to have these two guys, and then when I take it off, I'll show you that run through the vanity down, connect to your supply lines, which is going to be a 3/8 inch at the top and a 1/2 inch where it connects to the shutoff valve, which is right there. All of these are virtually the same, so changing them out is pretty easy. I wanted to show you a couple of the tools that you'll need. Some plumber's tape, handy. A pair of pliers, also handy. And sometimes you need these little vanity wrenches. You don't always need them. They turn sideways so you can get up in tight spots to crank around. But we'll see if we need them today. I'm going to show you how to get this done. Alright, so I got my helper. How do we get this sink off here to get started, Fisher?
You have to unscrew it from down here.
Yep.
And then, like, you have to disconnect to this. You have to unscrew it.
Right?
And then you have to...
So it looks like this.
Yeah.
So sitting through here...
You have to unscrew it.
That's right. You have to get up underneath there and unscrew.
And then you pull this up, and then you put this on.
So we're going to unscrew these, right?
Yeah, and then connect it to these things.
We're going to get underneath here. And you see on the bottom, boom. You see that plastic nut? We're going to take that guy off. But first, we're going to shut the water off at the valves, and we're going to drain it out at the sink. That's where you always start to make sure that your valves are still working correctly. So let's shut these guys off and make sure the water shirt's off. So this is actually a good video, good example to show you what could go wrong when you should have a simple project. So we started to twist our valve off, and boom, she broke. That doesn't happen too often. You should be able to just turn it off and you're good to go, but there's a lot of corrosion going on here. This thing's been leaking for a hot minute. So the valve broke. Had to shut the water off to the house, and we're gonna have to go get a different valve, and I'll show you how to put that back on. Simple fix, but it's just a good reminder of how things can go wrong. And we'll get these 3/8 inch nuts off the top, and then we'll unscrew those plastic ones over it, and boom, that whole faucet will pop right off. But first, we gotta go get one of those. I probably should show you how this guy comes off. It's threaded on the back, so we gotta loosen it. I've already loosened it. Unscrew it, and it unscrews from the back. And then you've got your compression ring that fits around the pipe that the nut comes up to, so you can tighten it back onto the valve. So we're gonna go get a new replacement valve. Shazam! Get that fixed, and we'll get her going. We've loosened the bolts, and I'll show you that here in a minute. All we had to do was loosen these plastic nuts on the bottom that hold this faucet up there after we took off this 3/8 inch supply line fitting. Right? That all sits down underneath there, and this is what clamps it tight to the vanity top. So this is the old faucet. Take her off, spin it down, and she comes right out. And this is our old faucet. It's set right there with the old crusty supply lines, which we're gonna replace as well. All right, find me what I need. What are we looking for?
This thing.
What's it called?
A clean out valve or something.
Close. Shut off valve.
Shut off.
Find me what I need. What size is it?
3. No.
Yeah, you had it right. Keep going. 3/8 by what?
2.
1/2 inch. Come on, knucklehead.
Well, I don't know.
Find me what I need. Okay, so when reinstalling the shutoff valve, make sure and put some plumber's tape. Fisher's got it right here.
Yep.
Some plumber's tape around both of the fittings. That will just help make sure that we don't leak when we tighten it all back down together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the new valve in place and the old faucet removed, I'm going to take the new faucet, set her down in there, like so. And we'll take these nuts and we will put them on the bottom of the faucet to secure it to the vanity. tighten them bolts on the bottom of that sink. There you go. I'll hold it in place for you. Good job, buddy. Master plumber. Okay, so I'm going to show you, this is why a basin wrench is handy. So you can get this basin wrench up in here sideways to tighten that 3/8" bolt where you can't get a regular wrench. So that's why this guy comes in super handy. And then we will tighten the supply line down on the 1/2" side right here to the shutoff valve, and we'll tighten that guy down. Again, I am a huge advocate of you using plumber's tape at all of your junctions. All right, so we've connected each supply line, the hot and the cold over there, and I put the stopper on the back, connected that guy in. Turn it on, Fisher, let's see what we get.
Alrighty.
Get off, pull your stopper up so it drains. And let's see if we got any leaks. So I let that water run for a while. Make sure we don't have anything leaking anywhere. And then that is how you fix the faucet. With my helper.
Yep.